Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collinwood for YouTube, and I decided to do something a little fun today. I decided to do a full made-up story in my head, nothing written, as you can see. I'm not reading from anything, or I'm not about to read from anything. So I decided to do my own little made-up short story for you guys on the channel. A little something for the fellow Dark Shadows fans out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is going to be entitled Collinwood, Uninvited Guest. New York. On 82nd Street sits a bar called Vincent Alves's Bar. Inside Vincent's bar sit two young men who are well underage. They sit there and ask one man, white, Caucasian, roughly around 6 foot, sits at the bar. His friend, an African American man, sits beside him. One man's name is Abe Abraham Johnson. That is the African American man. The white man's name is Brett Livingston. They sit beside each other and order a drink. To the bartender who sits behind the bar, looking at the two young men with his arms folded. Vincent is an elderly man. He's a no nonsense type of man, but that's not how he used to be. Vincent looks at the two young men. He looks at the IDs that the two young men handed him. He sets the IDs back down in front of him. These are fake. The two young men sit back. They don't deny it. Vincent goes, I don't really serve underage kids. I'll make you a deal. I'll give you a beer each if you listen to a story I'm going to tell you. The two young men sit and think about it. It's too good to be true, but they take the offer anyway. Sure, we'll listen to your story, says Abraham. So, Vincent hands them each a bottle of Budweiser. He opens the bottle. He sits the bottles of beer down in front of each of the young boys, who aren't even 18. I'm going to tell you about the time I was fresh out of prison. Year was 1964. I just got out for grand theft. It's grand theft auto to you kids today. I boosted a vehicle. It was my old man's vehicle. Of course, that son of a bitch pressed charges. I was coming off a 5-year stint. So I come out. I don't have much money. Maine is no place to be a state in and broke. I was desperate for work. Desperate. I come upon this bar in Collinsport called the Blue Whale, you see. I told the bartender the truth. I was fresh out of prison. I'd worked my ass off. He says, I'm not going to let you serve customers, but I'll let you mop the floors. I'll even give you a free room. I don't know why the guy was so nice to me. Maybe he was in prison once himself. I'll never know. I didn't ask. It was none of my goddamn business. So this guy, Bob, he gives me a job, see? Mopping floors, see? Little old fishing village called Collinsport. Hell, a town, really. But more looks like a village. Place is so goddamn tiny, you'd blink, you'd be through it. Town is named after these fine rich folks called the Collins family. Hell, their ancestor founded the goddamn place. So I'm working in this bar, mopping floors, cleaning up piss, collecting bottles, you name it. I was doing it to earn cash. I was desperate. I had seen prison and I never wanted to go the hell back. Each night I keep hearing about this place called Collinwood. See, this big, large house on top of this place called Widow's Hill. It's about 30 minutes away, 30 to 35 minutes away from town itself. That's how far this house was away from this town. Sit upon this big ass hill, this big fucking cliff, man, where people supposedly jump to their death. Some women, okay? I'm not from this goddamn town. I'm not. I'm not even. I'm not even from the state of Maine. My father was. We were living there. You see, we were living in Bangor. I never gave a shit about anything around me when I boosted that car. But now I was beginning to find out about this town. See, people when it would talk about how that place, that Collinwood, it was haunted. I laughed. I thought these people were crazy. Nothing better to do in a small town to make up rules. So I'm finished cleaning up one night. My boss, my former boss, Bob, he's talking to me. I said, "You believe that bullshit?" He said, "What's that?" I said, "About that column." He goes, "Look, I don't care what goes up in that house. I don't bother the people in that house. And I advise you to do the same. Mind your own business here, and you'll be just fine." So that night, I come out the bar. There's this woman, you see, beautiful looking girl. She's got long blonde hair. She's got these icy blue eyes. Blue eyes you could just dive into, like the goddamn ocean. She's just standing there all by herself. So I walk over to her. She's standing at the edge of the pier. I said, "What's up? What's up, pretty girl?" You know, I was young. I was alone. I was desperate. I just wanted any woman's attention. She turns to me. She has this wicked smile and this wicked laugh. But man, that face, she was so beautiful. She was like an angel. My God, did she have a body. So she goes, "So you're not from Collinsport?" I don't know why she just struck that up. I'm like, no, no, I'm not from here. I'm not even from Maine. I'm from New York. My father is from Maine. I lived here with him. I said, "He's dead. He's long passed." So I said, "Are you from here?" She goes, "Of course." I didn't believe her. I knew she was lying. I could tell by her accent she wasn't from me. "What type of accent did she have?" Abraham asked. "I don't know. It sounded French." Sounded French. So I let it slide. I knew this girl was trouble now. She just lied. Any woman who's going to lie to you is trouble. Any woman. She goes, "So you're not from here? What if I offered you money to go up in the column?" I'm like, "Money? Nah, nah, I know what this is. You want me to steal something. Lady, I'm fresh out of prison. I ain't doing it." She was so beautiful, right? You know how hard it was to tell this woman no? She goes, "I'll make it worth your while." She pulls out this wad of cash. I don't know. I'm like, she lets me hold it. Hold the money. It's real. The smell of it. This is more money than I get paid in a week. Hell, 2 weeks. It's got to be at least $15,000. Don't know where she got it. Didn't ask. She goes, "I'll give you this and extra if you get my drift." As she puts her finger on my lips. "If you go into that house, all you got to do is go in and take a picture of it for me." But that's all you want? That's all I want. Hell, she even gave me a camera. She's handing it to me. Thinking, how can I tell her no? I know if I get caught, I'm going back to prison. But damn, is this woman beautiful. And damn, that money, it was right in front of me. So I jumped at the chance. I grabbed the Polaroid, the little camera she gave me, this little photography camera. Let me tell you something, boys. I went up to Collinwood. I didn't have a car, so I walked all the way up. It was still dark when I got up there too. I was dog tired. There's this large iron gate. It's sealed. There's no way through it. There's these big ass walls. So I go around the wall. I'm walking. There's got to be a way over this wall. There's this tree near the wall. Old oak tree. So I climb this oak tree, and it lets me get up on the ledge of the wall. And I jump down. I'm on the grounds. It's easy enough. There's no security. I go up to the house. Man, was it larger than what I thought. From a distance, it just looks big. But when you get up close with it, it looks gigantic. Hell, I don't know my way around this place. I'm doing this for money, a woman. Let me tell you something, boys. That's two worse things you could do something for. I'm too smart to try the door. I know it's going to be locked. I go around back. There's another door. I know it's going to be locked, so I don't even try. I go around and I see this window. Looks like it leads into a room. So happens this window's unlocked. I go in. I open the window. I go in. I close the window behind me. Here I'm in some sort of large room with a fireplace. Looks like a drawing room. Hell, it must have been. It was so dark I couldn't see too much other than some large silhouette of furniture. I got the camera in hand. I didn't have the money still. She kept it. I'm thinking, all she wants is a picture. So I figure I'll take a picture of this drawing. I'm thinking, nah, this ain't good enough. So I'm creeping my way through. Crazy part is these doors, this drawing room, they were open. But let actually some lighting from the hallway. So I could see. I step out. There's this beautiful foyer. Man, there's this painting of this guy at this king. He had some sort of war medal on. Thinking, man, that's a great picture. I took the picture. Right? Of course there was a flash. Everyone was asleep. Camera hardly made a noise. So I'm smiling as I'm thinking, man, I'm just going to walk right back out of here. I don't hear nothing. Next thing, I don't know what, but my eyes glanced upward to this balcony. And there was this man. He was real tall. At least it was a silhouette of a man. He didn't say nothing, but I could see he was staring at me. And I said, "Who are you?" Wouldn't answer me. Hollered out again, "Who are you?" God, I even forgot where I was. I forgot what I was doing there. For that brief moment. And then, as I go to take a picture, I'm aiming the lens right at the guy. But he's not there, you see? He ain't there. I put the camera down. He's standing there. I held the camera back up. He's not there. Then, I see a light click on. And the man's gone. He's not there. I go back out into the drawing room. I open the window. I go and I ran. I didn't even close the window. I ran and I ran back to that wall. I grabbed that tree branch. I climbed back over that wall and I kept running. I didn't look back. Next night, blue whale mopping floors. I don't see the girl. I don't see her. Thinking, was it all in my mind? I'm still holding it. I still have the camera in my room. It couldn't have all been in my mind. Next night, she still doesn't check. Not even the night after. A week went by. 2 weeks went by. Hell, I had given up by that point. I thought I was never going to see my money, and I'm never going to see that woman again. And in all honesty, I was glad. One night I closed up for Bob. He finally let me serve people. I'd earned his trust. He said, you know, you're going to make a hell of a bartender one day, Vincent. I'm like, you think so? He goes, yeah, you're a good dude. Man, that meant so much to me. So I'm closing up. I'm all by myself. The door comes open. I said, we're closed, miss. I'm getting ready to close up. Oh, I'm sure you won't close up for me. I heard her voice again. There she was. That long blonde hair, those icy blue eyes. I was like, you? She goes, yes. Do you have my picture? I said, it's my camera. I said, in a picture. I said, it's in my room. She goes, go get it. My room was just upstairs from the bar. I walk up. I get it. I come back down. She's still there. As I'm handing her the camera, she's handing me the money. She didn't even ask me what I took a picture of. She's handing me the cash. She goes, I thank you. And I'm like, what about the other thing? She smiled at me. She goes, oh dear. It's best we don't. My relationship with men tend to, how they say, go south. But you'll make someone a fine husband one day, I'm sure of it. Woman walked out and never saw her again. Ever. I kept asking people around about her. They said they'd never seen her, never heard of her. Never even knew a woman by that description. Long blonde hair, blue eyes, never. Never, never, never. One day, I'm just sitting there, and Bob said, hey, you've made enough money, what are you going to do? I'm going to leave. Boys, when I left Collinsport, I was never so happy in my life. I've never been back since. Abraham looks at Vincent. You're full. You're saying you saw a ghost and a woman who vanished in the thin air. I really don't care if you, Vincent replies. I really don't care if you believe my story. But I get the feeling in that town I wasn't the only unwelcome guest. And I have a feeling in that house it's the same goddamn way. There's something about that place. You boys want my advice? Stay away from wicked women that will lead you to places you have no business being in. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. That just came from me, so let me know you guys' thoughts. I wanted to do sort of something fun with Dark Shadows this morning, and I figured why not do that? Why not just make up a story, shoot from the hip? Let me know what you guys think. Thanks. Bye.